At the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now,
and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, pick it up, defense. 11.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Go. Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check 50. 12. I got them. Say hi.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
21.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
I got him. Hey, gun. Hey, high 7.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
I got you.
58, come on.
11.
Watch the twist. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, Echo.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, alert!
Garoppolo now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. After the interception, here's Watson. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 38, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 25 on 2nd down, Garoppolo.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Here we go, here we go.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Here we go.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they... And he'll get in! Touchdown, Cowboys! Austin Eckler, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This is it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
31. You can't block me.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Watson. That's taken in by Callaway. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run on second down with Cohen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the 50, it's Watson. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And Woods has it complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Hey, box truck.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Taco Charlton coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. What do you need? I got you. Hey, gun. Stick. Go. Get hot.
On 1st down, Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Curtis Samuel, 79 yards. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Chiefs 17.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. He's got Smith here. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. And got a man, it's Woods. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 37.
Watson now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Watson looks to throw again. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
24! Mike, 50 up, go! Right there in the middle.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. Complete. Smith has it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 40.
Hey, 58 is the mic. I got them.
58 to Mike, 58.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Here we go.
That's good for 28 yards. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31.
58.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is caught. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Mike, 58 right there. Let's make these babies cry.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. Garoppolo now on third and goal. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal.
58's the mark. 58's the mark. Here we go, Chief.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 31, Watson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go.
Again, it's Watson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Garoppolo looks to throw. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods, but it'll be second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know, Coach.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. There he goes left side, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Watson, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You see me? You see me? They can't.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Take it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. To throw is Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Watson, and Woods has it complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taco Charlton able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That's taken on the 25. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Second down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
2.
Let's go.
Now Garoppolo. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's got to be a long day.
Watch twist. 21. Here we go. I got you.
58, Mike. Bring it.
Garoppolo on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air yet again, Watson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Watson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Good work, let's go. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
It's caught. Smith. The end result, 21 yards. On 1st down, Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Antonio Callaway, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Eluded, and the pressure gets to him again. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long?
Watch out. Slam, slam, slam.
No. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Pick six, baby. Let's get this.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Focus, defense, focus.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.